All right, we should officially be live. Hopefully the sound is gonna work. We'll wait for people to show up to let us know.
Yep.
For our last live stream of day 3 of Gen Con. I'm gonna try to get the chat open quickly this time.
I have it going. We are live. I can see us.
Yeah.
Let me know if you can see us.
Oh, we gotta wait for the people to click through the stupid ads that come up, but I need you to see those ads so we can do this for a living. So yeah, I appreciate it. Awkward. So far, no one's watching us.
Notification did go out, so just give it 1 second.
I think you need to. You can shove over just a tad.
Towards you?
Yeah, because we're like not centered, and that no, shove over this way.
Oh, sorry.
And then,
sorry.
And then I'll shove over to you a little bit.
More? Where's that?
I don't know, just so we're in the center, right? Come on, man. Are you new?
I'm new, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're live. Right, never mind.
Oh,
just waiting. I'm waiting for people to show up.
Okay.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Mine's not showing. This man, this stuff kills me.
My chat's working.
Okay, 1 sec.
But I'm gonna get my charger because
maybe I'm not like yeah, my chat.
Oh no, I got lots of battery. I'm still good.
Yeah, we're fine. We're not gonna stream that long. I'm gonna say that, but it'll be like 2 hours. But hopefully it won't be. So I'm tired, and this mask is hurting my ears again.
I mean, you could.
I know, but the Gen Con police are walking around.
You could probably just hang in, and if someone comes over and is.
Yeah, true. No one's around us right now.
Nobody's around us.
Oh, that feels so good.
Yeah, it feels nice around
the pressure,
your ears
the freaking pressure.
Or just hold your water bottle in your hand so it looks like...
Okay, I'm still not seeing a chat on my end, which is like driving me nuts. Oh, there it is. I just had to close it and reopen it. Thanks, Google. In 2022, I still have to relaunch apps to have them refresh. What the heck's going on? Anyways, hello, we sound good. Hey, guys. Are you ready for some football? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you may think we're at a football game, but actually, we are in a football stadium at Gen Con. So if anyone doesn't know, Gen Con kind of exploded back in the early 2010s and got really big, and eventually it sprawled into hotels all around the city that are attached to the convention center, took up the whole convention center, took up the restaurants. People have events everywhere in the city. But then they eventually expanded into Lucas Oil Stadium. So they usually only do this event when they can actually use the stadium. So literally all the rooms downstairs, on the ground level, all have things going on in them. There's RPG rooms. There's True Dungeon is happening, if you know what that is. That's here in Lucas Oil. But on the field behind us, they put down some kind of plastic tile flooring stuff. And they put out a ton of tables, and down behind us is the board game library, where you can go pay for an event ticket, get a wristband, and go borrow games from the library down there. You can play them down there. There's hundreds of people playing them right now down there, but you can also, I believe, at least you used to be able to, is take them out like a library and take them to your hotel room, or take them to another gaming area, or a floor somewhere, or a hallway, or a bus shelter, wherever you're gonna play your board games in Indianapolis today. In Gen Con, people are playing games everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's people playing games. It's crazy. But we're actually in Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts. There is Colts and Lucas Oil advertising everywhere. We are actually up in the main foyer lobby kind of thing. We're on just a little bit above ground level. But then down below us is a few stories down, obviously is the main floor, but they still have all the seating. You can go sit in seating and watch people play board games from the stadium seating. There's lots of people behind us just passing out in the seats here. You can just sit down and relax. You can sit at any of the seats we're sitting in up here where people would normally be eating and drinking, during halftime at a football game or whatever. Or other events. Obviously there's more events that happen in a stadium than just the football games, but that's mainly what it's here for. But yeah, behind us there's RPG stuff going on down there. I saw people playing games. I saw some Crokinole tournament going on down there. There is My Hero Academy, is that the game? Mm-hmm. They have a whole section down there they rented out where they're doing tournaments and games and stuff. But yeah, there's just events down there. People are hosting events all throughout the con, and there's just random tables to play games on down there and stuff like that. We were just down there looking around, but it always fascinates me to be sitting under stadium lighting and playing board games on a football field is one of the coolest things ever to me. And I was blown away the first year. Every year I walk in here, just the atmosphere in here, and just you're hearing the rumble of everyone just playing board games, and then you go by all the rooms downstairs on your way to the field, and all the back rooms, I guess, where the teams and stuff would be, and like, I don't know, side events would be happening. I don't know, but there's just like tables in those rooms, people playing games and doing things. And yeah, you just walking on the field. You got that stadium lighting coming down. You got the seating, all the signage up around. That's usually like advertising. Is all Gen Con. On the 2 screens, the big screens up top, it's all like board game advertisements, Gen Con advertisements, talking about where events are. The pin trading bazaar thing meets in here every day to trade at 3:30. I saw a sign for. Yeah, there's lots of events that happen in here, lots of meetings that happen in here, things that happen in here. It's like just an extension of Gen Con. It's crazy. And yeah, in the 50th anniversary, in 2017, they actually had a museum at the 50-yard line, a museum showing old stuff from older Gen Cons. You can probably find YouTube videos of people going like through that museum and stuff, but there's some cool stuff, some games that were released over the years. The original archway or doorway or whatever from the original Gen Con convention or something was there when it was held in Lake Geneva back in like the 60s or 70s or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. All right, any questions in the chat?
Yeah, Edward's asking, what time do they close that area in the stadium?
Normally, when it started, back in like when they started using this stadium, I don't know what year that was, 2016, 17, somewhere around there, 24/7. It doesn't close. It doesn't close. But last year, they were closing things at midnight for cleaning because of COVID. This year, I know events only run from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. And I heard somebody just asking a staff person in here when it closes. And that staff person says, I think 3 o'clock, but I'm not sure, I'm not here that late, so they don't know. But it might stay open all night, at least it used to before COVID, but now it might close at 2 or 3. I don't know. I have no idea. But people are gonna be playing games here till wee hours of the morning for sure. That's the way it usually is. And people are here first thing. When we come by in the morning, they're here in the morning playing and doing events and things, tournaments going on down there and stuff like that. But it was just a cool backdrop. Like I freaking love coming here. And this is only the second time we came in here to test Wi-Fi yesterday on our way back to our car in a parking lot. And we just tested the Wi-Fi to see if we could even stream from here today, and it was all good. So the Wi-Fi is even like perfect down on the field. Like
yeah, like
I don't know.
50-yard line.
But the Wi-Fi in the freaking exhibit hall is like trash. I don't know. It doesn't even make sense to me how that's not better. I don't know. But yeah, we could walk around down on the field in a little bit. We'll see. I don't know if I want to do that. I just did that and filmed. So I'll try to post some videos later on the channel, of course, over the coming days or weeks of like little footage of walking around, time lapses, these kind of things, checking out booths and stuff. I recorded a lot because the Wi-Fi is not the greatest, so I can't stream everywhere. We tried. You guys saw how it just cuts out sometimes. So we're sitting down right now, nice and stationary, beautiful Wi-Fi, it's really good. So we'll just sit here and chat, kind of recap our day a little bit and answer some questions.
Project Shadow 115 says, hi Rob and Mel, I was rushing to demo a game and noticed I ran past you. So sad I couldn't say hi. No problem.
Not an excuse. You could have been 30 seconds
Maybe
later.
We'll run into you tomorrow.
Yeah, we had a couple people today, like literally like yelling out. I don't know, I didn't see the gentleman's name. He had his badge was backwards.
No, I didn't see his name either.
But he's just like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And I thought he was telling me like to get out of his way. So I go to turn around to give him a dirty look, and he's like, are you Rob? And of course I got the mask on. I'm like, yeah, I'm Rob. He's like, I watch all your videos. I'm like, oh, do you hang out in the chat? What's your name? And he's like, nope, I watch all your videos while I'm driving to work. Yes, I'm one of those guys, he says. And I'm like, that's awesome, but why don't you still chat? And I was just joking, but yeah, so he's the type that just watches the videos or watches the streams while driving and listens, which I know there's a few people that do that. So they like listen like they're a podcast kind of thing, like listen to them like they're radio, which is cool.
That's cool.
So I appreciated that.
Yeah.
You probably heard me talking and was like, the voice. That's what happens to me sometimes when I hear people like I know that I listen to. And
I don't think so, because you were just coming
out
of the restroom, so you weren't really talking
yet.
Okay, we were like meeting
up
okay, together.
I wasn't sure. But yeah, he caught me, and that was cool.
Yeah.
There was also, while we were streaming our War of the Ring card game demo earlier, someone tapped me on the shoulder and just yelled in my ear like, Rob, I love your channel. And I was like,
just
what?
kept running.
I was just like, what? Who? What? I was like, what just happened? I'm like trying to read my cards here. What's going on? I don't know what to do. And you can probably tell like I'm losing my voice now, which is awesome. And this wouldn't be a Gen Con if I lost my ability to walk, stand up quickly, sit down without hurting and groaning. And talking and feeling a little under the weather when I get home kind of thing. But we'll see. Hopefully the masks help with the spread of just con crud in general, which will be nice. But Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, a little sad. I'm getting a little sad. It's Saturday nights. I start to get a little like it's the last night here because the con ends Sunday at 4 p.m. and they start booting everyone out. And even some people don't even come back on Saturday or Sunday. Some people don't start coming back on Sunday because people have their flights and they don't want to come downtown for just part of the day. Because the con is open pretty much 24/7 most of the time, right? The dealer hall or the exhibit hall or whatever is open to buy games and demo games and all that stuff from 10 to 6 every day. But on Sunday, it's only 10 to 4. So there's some people, like you'll notice every day, because people are gaming all night, drinking, partying, going downtown to clubs and bars and restaurants and just staying up late gaming and not sleeping, that every day it gets a little quieter in the hall in the morning when we get there because people start rolling in a little later and a little later each day. And then by Sunday, people kind of like sleep in, they stay up Saturday night. Tonight's the dance. There's like a dance down at the Crown, what the hell is it called? The Crown Plaza or something?
I think so.
I think it's the Crown Plaza, which is cool. Crown Plaza, I think, is the one that's like used to be a train station and it's like redone. So you can actually like sleep in trains in there. Go watch videos of that hotel. It looks so cool. But yeah, what else? So they're doing like a dance in there. You can go with tickets. They take tickets first, but you can get in for free and then go dance and meet people and have a good time. Cash bar. Also tonight at 10, I don't know if we're going to do it, but if we're still here close to 10, which we shouldn't be because I don't want to be, but I do want to be. Sorry.
It's wrong words.
Yeah, so I want to be here like 24/7. But then I start thinking about my next day and all the things I need to get done, like tomorrow at 10 a.m. being in the Chip Theory Games booth to get a private demo of Hoplomachus Victorum, which I'm so looking forward to. I also would like to browse the rule book a little bit tonight if I can, to kind of so I like am not going in there like a drooling, brain dead dude in the morning after 3 days of this or 4 days of this, and I can't pay attention and focus. So at least if some of it I kind of like read ahead of time, I can like regurgitate or like not regurgitate, but absorb, understand and absorb the information. So we'll see. Maybe I don't prep for it and I just let the demoer just run away with it and treat me like an idiot. I'm fine with that and just learn it. It'll be fun. But I'll try to film that. I don't know if I'll be able to stream from there. We'll see. But I'll hopefully can film that and at least for my own purpose later to talk about the game, let you guys know how I feel about it based on that demo. But of course, we're going to get it later and try to play it on the channel and stuff and really dig into it. But I'm just cool to see like one of the first prototype pre-production or production copies or pre-production copies we'll get to play and demo with, which is cool. And yeah, so I have to think of getting up for that, getting there on time, getting set up before it with cameras and whatever we can do. So then I'm like, oh, I can't stay all night and can't go out drinking, can't go partying. So it's like, because I treat this like work, right? So
it's also the last night in our hotel, right? So it's the
we gotta like pack up,
everything up, because in the morning we gotta run everything down to the car, make sure it's all
we gotta get up earlier tomorrow for that.
Properly for the drive home.
Yeah.
So
good call.
There's a little bit of extra work. So you gotta get up extra early tomorrow.
But it's like it's like a true end. Like we're actually packing up, wrapping up. We leave our hotel and like we come downtown. But like I was saying before, a lot of people don't even come because they sleep in late. And then it's like, do they come down for noon to 4 only, pay for parking and all that stuff? And most people just leave.
And if you have all the items and the games that you want to buy, then I can understand that.
Yeah, and some people have planes to catch or drives to go home and they just want to start those drives. But it's also, it's family day, I think they call it, tomorrow at the con. So you can get like a family day cheap pass for a family of 4. Come on down for one day. There's family areas where all the exhibitors in the dealer hall are focused on family games. They actually put them all in like the same little area and even like I think a different color carpet and pathways under that area so you kind of know where to find it. It's really marked on the map. So you can go there, take your kids there, take demo games, look at games that are ready for the kids to come up and like deal with them. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's nice.
There are events focused at children. There's crafting events. There used to be like a daycare thing where you could bring your kid to. I don't know if they still do that, but I remember seeing that before. But yeah, it's family day tomorrow. So a whole bunch of people will come to the con for the first time on Sunday tomorrow. Every year there's a whole bunch of strollers around, people with kids and stuff. But a lot of people take off or they got events to do and stuff, so they're not like really around. But yeah, it just gets sad because like the last full day and tomorrow's just like the wrap up, get the last few things done, booths start getting torn down, people are doing deals, trying to get rid of games. You can haggle a little bit, but a lot of people are going home saying goodbye and stuff like that. So we'll see, but we're going to stick around right till 4, actually probably like 4:15, 4:30, because we have to meet with somebody to pick something up at the end of the con. Hopefully two publishers I can kind of snag some stuff from before we leave that they don't need anymore after the con's over. So we'll see.
Maybe we can divide and conquer on that one.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to try to conquer if they don't try to give me something. We'll see. Because like I know they don't need that stuff anymore and they just throw it away usually. But yeah, we can take it home and play it on the channel or check it out. It would be neat, but we'll see. I'll see what I can do. See who I can cry to. But yeah, let's see. What do you guys say in the chat? Make me happy, please. If somebody can say something nice, that would be great because I'm about to cry. I'm just joking. I'm good. But it is sad. I started getting a little depressed today, for real. No joke. And Mel has to put up with me, so you make Mel happy. She needs it. She puts up with me bitching and complaining this whole week. You don't even understand. My feet are hurting, my back hurts. I gotta get things done. Time's going way too quick. I didn't record what I needed, I didn't meet with who I need. I didn't get this game, I gotta do this. We still have to do that. There's only a day left. Oh my God, we gotta pack. Oh my God, we gotta get up early. What time is it? We gotta go to bed. That's what I'm like the whole time. You don't wanna deal with me. I'm horrible.
But then it's gonna be the reverse next week. So next week when I go back to work and I'm tired and I'm stressed
because
I have work to do and extra work because I was off, then I'm gonna be bitching like, I don't have time for this. And
and I'm gonna be like, but Mel, we got those games to play and we gotta learn now from Gen Con. Let's stream together.
I'm excited for that part.
Right. You're gonna be like, I don't want to stream those stupid games. Get out of here.
Get all my work done so then I can focus on learning these new games.
Oh, I see you complaining about work. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be your coworker.
Because for you, this is like your work, right?
Yeah.
So then when I go back to work on Monday, then I can complain about my work.
Yeah.
So it's fair.
I'm definitely taking a day off on Monday, I think. I might lightly edit and stuff and, not have to be on stream and like try to let my voice rest. So no voiceovers, anything like that. I'm just going to edit stuff that I can put music in and maybe post a video or two. We'll see. Or read a rule book and just relax. Just try to read a rule book and see how far we can get. Just pick the first game to open to read a rule book. We'll see. Could be live unboxing something. I don't even know. We'll see how I feel on Monday. I'll make the call when I wake up. But usually I'm like pretty slow to move the first couple of days after Gen Con because we usually like stay pretty late at the con till like anywhere between 2 and 4 p.m. And then we drive for like anywhere from 8 to 10 hours home. And we get home, could be like 2 in the morning or so. And then we got to unload the car, bring all the games in, all that stuff.
And then there's a wind down, right? You're not
we don't go to bed right away.
No.
Yep,
right?
we end up putting on the TV, trying to wind down, relax. And we're up super late. And then we still usually have to get up early because of work or going to pick up our daughter from, where she's being babysat and whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we got to do. I also have to pick up Old Sworn showing up at my house on our front porch on Friday at 3:30 in the afternoon. I checked the camera, I got a notification, my brother-in-law went and picked it up, which is nice. So we got to go to his house to pick it up, which he lives like 30 minutes away or something.
Yep.
So that's part of my Monday. I have to also go get Oath Sworn and whatever else was on the porch because there was
something else.
There was something else, which could be a certain campaign box early for a certain fantasy-themed cooperative card game we play. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. We might get to crack into that a little early. Man.
There's going to be an interesting few hours where we need to literally put everything out on the table or the floor if it doesn't fit on the table and kind of sort through what did we pick up and what order of priority is all this happening in.
Well, first I'm going to put it into the configuration of like a throne, and then I'm going to sit on it before I open it all and then take a picture. Then I'll start opening No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. No. I'm not sitting on any boxes. I'll destroy like 3 games doing that. I'm not the lightest boy, that's for sure.
That is so funny.
All right. Let's see. What are you guys saying?
Yeah,
we have our pronouns on our badges, Hauser. I got the he, him. They have these when you pick up your badge. Also, if you're a gamer, you can get that on there. Any identifications you want. You can also get it for like clubs or events. You go to publishers, they're giving out them. There's some people walking around with like 15 of them hanging off, showing all their like character names, the things they've won, their favorite publishers, whatever. It's really cool. I wanted to get one of these. We actually talked about trying to get a Rob's Gaming Table one for fun. Maybe we'll do it like in the future.
We just didn't have enough time.
But I would love to hand that out when someone comes up and says, Rob, I love your channel. Go, here, put this on your badge for fun. Just like, here you go. You met me and like, here's your thing to show, like, remember that was the year.
You met Rob and all you got was this ribbon.
Yeah, you met Rob, all you got was this lousy ribbon sticker thing. Like, yeah, it'd be funny if it said that like right on the bottom in like small print. That would be funny. But yeah. But then, yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know. All right.
Sorry, Robert, I don't speak French, so I don't know what that says.
Robert, what are you saying? I don't see a Robert.
This one here. It's French, I don't know what it says.
Oh, Robert Tremblay?
Yeah, sorry, Robert.
Ne pas lâcher le gang, je vous amis.
Something about
Some about
a gang
where
of friends?
is friends?
That's
I
all
know.
can
I know.
decipher.
I know what
I'm so sorry.
lâcher or lasher. I don't know what that is.
I'm so sorry. Edward says, think of all the games you'll be dragging home to open and paint and play. I know. It's kind of overwhelming, right, when you think about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you need?
I'm just gonna hang my mask. I just don't want to get in trouble with these people. I've heard stories of like just con attendees coming up and like yelling at, being a Karen and yelling at people like.
Oh, I can put mine back on.
No, it's fine. We're gonna hang it. We're just eating right now. We're eating and putting water in our mouth and we're doing this. No one's really near us, but people keep coming close and not seeing that we're filming, and then they kind of like awkwardly turn around and walk away.
Oh, Robert says, don't give up, I love you. From Quebec, Canada. That's what I said in French. Oh, we were so wrong.
Oh man, we're way off.
Yeah, we thought
Robert,
something
again,
about friends.
Robert, I have not taken French in school since like grade 9, and that was like a long time ago.
That was fun though. Thank you.
And I was not the best in that class. I was a little jerk to my teacher and stuff all the time in French class.
Yep.
I wish I didn't. Looking back, I wish I paid attention. I wish I took French as long as I could, all the way through college, university and stuff. And being bilingual in Canada or in any country, knowing multiple languages, it just opens up opportunities. I wish I would be streaming in French if I could too, like, you know, but I was an idiot when I was younger and thought it wasn't important, you know? But then I grew up and I started working with people who are bilingual, and I was like, man, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. You're so smart that you did that.
Yep. Kate says, thank you, Rob and Mel, for all the live streams over the last few days. No problem. It's been fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun actually. Like normally I'm like running around trying to film and do things and see demos, play games. We usually play in tournaments, like I've said before many times, and that eats up like a day or 2 or 3 of our convention. And we only get to go in the dealer hall for like maybe 1 full day and then like a couple hours here and there. So we don't get to see that much. But I try to record. I usually record tournaments and the you know, whatever card game we're playing or whatever. And I come back and use that footage. And sometimes get some footage of other things. I've posted a few videos before, but usually I come back and the footage is not great. But this year it's a little better, and the fact I can live stream, which I've been trying to do here for years, but I can never find a good enough Wi-Fi connection anywhere. Like even our hotel usually wasn't good upload. Like
No.
I need upload to live stream, right? You can get good download at any hotel and hotspot in a restaurant, whatever. It's their upload that they never have. But now I've noticed it's a trend. Usually just because of fiber now, usually the same up and down is like just a standard now, or they're giving more uploads. So I've noticed like even when there's 1,000 people all around me, they're using the same connection, the download gets chewed up and eaten, but no one's really uploading. So the upload's wide open, so then I can stream as long as I'm close enough to an access point. But the handoffs between access points here, I don't think is the greatest. I keep getting dropped when we're moving around, which I just think we're not getting passed over to the next access point or you know, repeater or whatever properly. Unfortunately, I don't think it's like proper mesh or whatever. So, but yeah, anyways, but it's good when we're just sitting here in a good strength Wi-Fi. So
Yeah, we've had less issues when it's like
Robert practices English with both of us. That's awesome.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Oh. Yeah, Mel, you gotta do some
chat.
painting streams at some point or something. You don't have to.
No, I will.
But there are games we gotta paint. Like Old Sworn Night's just like, oh man, like has to be painted.
Yes.
Like I'm in no rush to play that. Okay, let me correct that. I want to play it so bad, open up and paint it. But we have so many games that we need to play even before we came to Gen Con. Now we got a whole bunch to look at and play too.
Mm-hmm.
But Oathsworn, they're bringing it back to crowdfunding later in the year. So as long as we play it and kind of show everyone, give our thoughts, those who care about our opinions, which you shouldn't, but you can watch and see how it plays and then make decisions on whether it's for you to back it, you know, on the second run.
Mm-hmm.
So us playing it now, not painted, rushing it, there's no point.
No, I don't want to play it unpainted.
Yeah,
that's
so
for sure.
I'd rather have it painted, and whether you want to stream and paint it, that's up to you.
Yeah, we'll do some. I'm still kind of figuring out how that will work with the secret boxes.
I know, like a
will
spoilery box. That's silly. I don't know
I'll
why you're doing
definitely
that.
do some for sure, and then we'll figure that out as we go. But I'm thinking back on some of the games that we've picked up, and there's not too many that actually need to be painted.
Oh, okay.
Of the games that we've picked up here.
Yeah, perfect.
So that's not bad. means that I can get Pain Oathsworn. So, did we manage to check out the new Clank game? Love you both. Your work is amazing. Says Simon. We did look at it. Yes, the Clank Catacombs. What did you think about that?
I don't know. It just looked like what I expected.
It just looks like Clank. Yeah.
I want to play it. We want to get it, I think. But like by the time it actually releases, will I care? I don't know. But here it's a big deal because it's like one of the known games, and there's like, there's a bunch of cool games, but like a new Clank is cool, and then what they're doing is cool. I want to try it, yes. I want to play it. But again, like right now, it's like, it's here, it's demo, it's big deal, hype, hype, hype. And then when you realize, oh, it's just Clank with like, revealing tiles pretty much. And it looked pretty, it's fine, it's Clank. Like it's what you expect. It's not blowing my mind, but I want to play it. But then when it comes out, we'll look at price, look at availability, we'll go see if we can fit it in the schedule and whatever. But we'll check it out at some point.
Yeah.
But again, after playing Clank Legacy, it's like, I don't know. It's just going to be more Clank. Like,
yeah. It does look cool with the dungeon kind of being explored as you go. I like that, but we'll see. Yeah,
we just kind of watch it for a little bit, and it's like, I didn't need to play it. Like, I know what it's involving. Like, I love Clank. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not the announcement. It's like, here's this game you've played a bunch of times with a slight tweak. It's like, okay, cool. Like, that's good. I just am not, like, doing cartwheels like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen and want to say, oh my god. But if you've never played Clank, I would definitely check that out over regular Clank and get that first for sure.
Yeah.
Or I would be comparing that to Clank in Space and kind of pick out of those two, or even Clank Legacy. I would pick those over it. But since we bought Clank like right when it came out, I love that game. I was into deck builders when we grabbed it and all that stuff. Yeah, it's like just more Clank, but it's cool. It's compatible and everything, but like some of the stuff, but.
Board Game Time says, going next year for sure. Looks like so much fun. Can't lie. Marvel Zombies looks pretty cool.
Yeah, they had it demoing. We went to see if it was for sale. On the very first day, we went there like almost one of the first few booths we went to just to see. And we're like, yeah, maybe we just grab a copy, Mel can paint it and we can just play it, check out what that version was. But we want to see what was in it. We just really want to like show us what's in it. And then we're like, it's demoing over there. We looked at it and we're like, you don't have it for sale? Because it wasn't clear on the BGG preview, I don't think. And they're like, nope, it doesn't come out till I think October.
Yep.
It's just coming to retail. It's basically just Zombicide with Marvel characters. It's not the Marvel Zombies where it's like the zombie mode or whatever that was in the Kickstarter. It's just a more simplified version to go into Targets, Walmarts, big box stores, all that stuff. So it's just boring, basic Zombicide with Marvel characters. But that's what they were showing off and promoting here, and trying to get people to like, get excited for it and whatever.
Heather says, how many games do you plan on bringing home? I don't think we know the answer to that question.
Heather, the pile every day, we lug more and more back to our car, back to our hotel. The floor, okay, we got a hotel room. We got moved hotels because the one hotel had no Wi-Fi. It just was broken. They couldn't fix it while we were staying there. So we moved hotels and we canceled our stay there. In the new hotel, they were super nice to us. They said they like upgraded us to like a bigger room. Bigger room. It's really nice considering
like a more spacious room.
Yeah, what we paid.
Not necessarily like a big suite or anything, just more spacious.
It's just lots of floor. Yeah. Lots of floor. Thank God there's lots of floor, so I don't have to pile board games up in a tower. So we literally have like probably 8 bags on the floor full of games, plus games just sitting on the shelf, on the chair, on the the toilet, in the shower. Like we got games everywhere. No, I'm just joking. It's not that bad, but
not that bad,
but we got a whole bunch. So we bought some, and then we've been meeting with publishers, obviously talking to publishers, introducing ourselves, or meeting ones we know already, saying, hey, we're here. You don't have to send your games to Canada. We're right here, and just networking and stuff, and introducing ourselves and explaining our channel and that kind of stuff. And some publishers would rather hand you a copy of a game that is there, rather than go through the trouble of selling it to whatever, or not selling, shipping it, I should say. So yeah, we got some press copies and review copies here that we might not have gotten otherwise. Even some publishers that I've emailed a few times over the years and I just don't hear back. And then you come here and you just grab somebody and you're like, who are you? Who can I speak to? And I need to tell you about myself, and you kind of ambush them. It's just sometimes in person, just certain people are a little old school and they need that like in-person connection, which is neat. So I can't do that if I'm at home. Like a lot of times I email publishers, and even some publishers are like, oh yeah, we'll send you the game and we'd love you to play it on your channel. Your channel looks awesome. Or we like you when you played this other game. And we're like, yeah, okay, here's our address. And they're like, oh, we don't ship to Canada. okay then, well, thanks, we'll see you later. But when we come to Gen Con, we find them, and we're like, hey, it's us again. They're like, oh, here you go. Here's that game, or here, play this other game, or whatever. So it's really cool. So it's fun coming here work-wise, because it does help the channel out big time. So yeah, it is an investment to come, of course. Like, event tickets aren't free, gas not free, hotels not free, badges, all this kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, it's and taking off work and all that kind of stuff. It's a big thing, but it's cool. It definitely helps the channel out for sure. Yeah. The way we approach it, at least.
Plus, we've also made connections with publishers that have taken our information and are gonna send us things that maybe they couldn't or didn't want to be for whatever reason.
Yeah, some are demos. Some are demos.
Yeah.
Some are like they only have one prototype made.
Yeah.
And
some are sold out.
Yeah. Some have a small booth that are like, here's our one prototype. We're going to make a few more prototypes, and we'll let you know. So it's like, okay, cool. Your game looks awesome. I would definitely play it on the channel and feature it. So here, if you want to spend the money to get us a prototype, you know, if it looks as good as this prototype here, you know, I would love to feature it. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. It's just like, it feels like an old work convention, just handing out business cards, shaking hands, you know, all that kind of stuff. But we played some games. We played some Marvel Champions today. We played some War of the Ring, the card game. Got to play the demo with, I'm going to butcher the name, but I'm going to look up the name, actually, so I can try to pronounce it better. So if I go on BGG, hold on. If I go on BGG, I type War of the Ring, BGG, and I find War of the Ring 2nd edition board game. And if I go to the designers of War of the Ring, the 2nd edition board game, the first name that comes up is designer Roberto Di Meglio. We got to sit down with him, who designed, I don't know, one of the coolest board games I've ever played. War of the Ring. If you've never played War of the Ring 2nd edition, like Lord of the Rings, the trilogy in the box, which is like so epic. We streamed it on the channel. It's like one of our most requested games to play. And after also Star Wars Rebellion, they're very similar similar categoried games, you know, 2-player, monster, epic, entire trilogies in a box. But War of the Ring was the first, you know, and then Star Wars Rebellion came around and kind of did a similar thing for Star Wars. But it's like that kind of game. But one of the designers from Italy, from Ares Games, Roberto, he demoed us War of the Ring, the card game, which he's helping develop. But Ian, let me find it. The designer of that is War of the Ring. Let's see if I can find the designer's name. It's like Ian something. It's not coming up. Did I misspell it? Anyways, who cares? You guys can find it if you care. But yes, Ian, who's designed it, he was not there, I don't think. But Roberto, we booked a time with him for 1 to 3 today. We got to sit down, and he spent time with us, demoing the game with us, playing with us. He was on my team. It was awesome. Not originally. There's people from another YouTube channel or Twitch channel, Dicebreaker. They had also booked the same time, so they sat down to play with us. And Roberto broke us up so that I had to play against Mel. Mel was on the Free People side. You were playing like Gondor and like Rohan and stuff.
Elves.
And elves.
Yep.
And your teammate was playing like the hobbits and stuff, right? And I was playing Saruman, and the other guy was playing like the Nazgul and stuff, which was cool. So we played this game, but then the Dicebreaker guys had to leave. So some other person came and sat down and joined us, which was fun. He was watching and kind of like learning as the game was going. So he subbed in, and then on my team, after the other guy left, I obviously like drafted, you know, Roberto, the designer demoing it to us, made sure to draft him onto my team. So me and him teamed up, and we like obviously were, you know, he's obviously evil, and you guys know I'm evil, you know, down to my bones. So we both harnessed the you know, the power of Sauron and Saruman, and kind of went nuts, and we destroyed the Free People and won the game. But
you say destroyed, but you only won by 1.
No. We won by 11.
But it was...
So to win the game, you have to be up by at least 10 at the end of a round. So we destroyed by 11. So it's kind of crazy. Like, we misheard or didn't understand the goal, like the scoring of the game and how the win condition was. We thought whichever side hits 10 wins first, or at the end of the 9th story or path round or whatever, then the game just ends. Whoever's the most points wins. or the most score or whatever. But as we're playing, like I thought we were getting to 10 and we're gonna win. You thought you were getting to 10, you're gonna win, and we kept saying, no, it's a difference of 10. So it was so close. Like you would get up and we would get up, and I'm like, this game's never gonna end, because like we would get up by like 7, and then you guys come back, and like it was so fun.
It was very fun.
But yeah, it was a really cool game. But it was just a demo. They're still working on it. I think it's coming out later at Essen. But we did talk to the lady at Aries Games. She did say she apologized that we had to demo it like in the middle of the dealer hall, where it's super noisy. We streamed it, but you guys can't really see much, and it's like not the best environment to film and record. And I told them, like, I want to play your game under like our nice cameras and stream it and everything, and like nice microphones and stuff. So she said if we liked it, she can probably get us a demo or even a production copy maybe early, and we can play it on the channel. So I'm gonna email her when we get back and say, yeah, please, and I'm in. Like, it was fun. I want to play more. But of course, it has the art from the War of the Ring board game. The graphic design kind of gives that vibe, but like more, it's newer. Like, it definitely feels more up to date. Like War of the Rings, like graphic designs, like it's more classic. It doesn't feel like, you know, newish. Not a problem. It's not a bad thing. But they definitely, it's the same cool like art, but then like updated a little bit more cleaner. But it's still work in progress. It was all demo. But yeah, it was fun streaming that today.
It was fun though, yeah.
Yeah, and then we played the Marvel Champions Mutant Genesis first scenario against Sabretooth, although we had to bring our own decks, which definitely weren't designed to take him on properly, I don't think.
No, we didn't know what we were fighting against when we built
the decks.
Yeah,
we played blind, and of course we totally the first few rounds played how you shouldn't play against Sabretooth.
No. So
he started handing us our asses. I talked to Caleb, the designer, about it after, and you know, he explains something like maybe we played a little wrong, but also it is really challenging scenario, and a lot of people are getting their butts kicked with it. But they didn't, I was kind of upset that they didn't have the heroes from the box as they said on FFG's website, but those might be on the demo floor. But I would love to go just see the character decks and play with those and see what's in Colossus's deck. And is it Psylocke that's in there? I forget which other hero it is. I keep forgetting, and I don't know why. But I wanted to play with the hero decks too, but they didn't have those. So good thing we brought our own decks. Otherwise, you'd have to play with the pre-cons from the core set. So we had some people with us that didn't have decks that had to play like as Spider-Man and like Captain Marvel from the base set. And of course, they got destroyed. Like it's a tough scenario. It's definitely a tough scenario, and we'll see. We'll see. But I'm excited to play it again for sure. All right, let's see what's the chat saying.
Anthony says, do you know how much, do you know much? Were they selling Osworn at the convention?
No. They supposedly had a handful of copies the very first day.
I heard that they had 25 total or something. 25 total copies.
Physical
copies, and they were kind of selling a few each day.
Oh, okay. And of course,
very few.
Of course, people probably got killed for those.
Yeah.
And there might have been some murder happening.
But I don't know if that's 100% true.
But they also had like a take your email on a wish list kind of thing. And so if you're there, like people are lining up every day to get themselves put on a wish list for if extra copies showed up, or copies that weren't claimed from unclaimed Kickstarters and stuff like that. People who, you know, maybe it bounced back from their address or never paid their shipping or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so they're going to work through that list. But also, I don't know, there's another crowdfunding campaign coming up, so you can put yourself on the list to be notified about that. But yeah, they're basically taking pre-orders, but they were demoing the game in the booth. I took some footage. I'll try to post that in a video at some point, showing their booth and demoing it.
Does a second run of Osworn have new content?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think they even said in an email it's gonna have maybe some maybe cosmetic stuff but no, they're not like designing, I don't think, like anything gameplay wise. I think they said anything is like cosmetic, whatever they do. So, and they might clean some things up or something. I am not sure, but I just thought it was no new gameplay is what I read in one of their like updates or emails or something. But I could be wrong. I've been throwing out a lot of information over the last week, and like my brain is mush. And trying to remember which publisher and which game and this and that. It's like so much information thrown at you over a short period of time. Plus all the research we were doing before coming, trying to analyze the Board Game Geek preview list, and emails were getting sent about different games that weren't on the list and stuff like that. Trying to research what we could so we understood what we were looking for and prioritizing our time and all that. Pretty crazy.
Was Awakened Realms there? I don't think so.
I didn't see them,
I didn't see them, no.
No,
and I
no,
think
no.
I looked ahead of time and did not see them.
No, I didn't see any of their stuff here. Not at all, actually. I don't know if they ever come to Gen Con. I don't think so. And I think that's maybe why I never really, maybe they have in past years. But I remember like Awakened Realms, my first experience with them was seeing at my local game store when I was there to play like a Keyforge night or something, or a Game of Thrones tournament or something. At my local game night, I saw people playing, what was that one they had with the like, I think it's like the Greek, oh, I always forget the name. You're like building the statues, and it's like, I picture the guy with the whip on the cover. Somebody will know. Oh, brain fart. I can see the box and everything right now. I can see the board in my mind, but Lords of Hellas. Hauser, thank you so much for being my Alexa or Google Assistant to answer my questions. I appreciate you. But yeah, Lords of Hellas, I remember seeing that on a table and went, who the hell makes this? I didn't know Simon was making this game. And so that's just what I thought it was, because who else makes big miniature-filled like board games like that at the time, right? Sorry, I gotta get a lozenge going. But I'd been to a bunch of Gen Cons and I never saw them or knew anything about them. And then I saw that board game and I was like, Awakened Realms, who is that? Terry here.
Did you see Lords of Ragnarok?
No.
Who's that by?
Same.
Same, okay.
Just like a
no,
similar,
yeah.
like the spiritual successor to
Oh, okay.
Lords of Hellas. But I've not played Lords of Hellas. I just remember seeing those guys playing it and was like, that looks cool, but I never got it. And then I remember people contacting us about Tainted Grail and saying like, you need to play this. It's from Awakened Realms. I went, oh, those are the guys that make that one game I saw at my local game store. But I've never seen them before in person at the con or anything. But their games would be perfect for a convention.
Yeah.
I would assume they go to like Essen. But their games, like they have table presence. Like a lot of games here that do well and get people talking are the ones when you just walk down an aisle in the exhibitor hall and you see people crowded around and they're like, ooh, what is that? Like if it's big, beautiful, painted miniatures, big components, like a beautiful board, great art on the cards and stuff, like just beautiful table presence. That goes a long way to convention in person. That's why Chip Theory does so well, I think, at conventions, because you need to touch and feel and see it in person. Like you see it on a video or you see it on a Kickstarter page and you're like, sometimes you just don't get it. Like I didn't get it until I played their games at the con. But I think Awakened Realms would really benefit if they like, maybe even paid a company to demo their games here. Because yeah, you walk by, you see like, Lords of Hellas, Lords of Ragnarok, Great Wall, you see that stuff on a table and see people playing it in person. Like that goes a long way. Like that goes a long way to get people to buy games they maybe wouldn't have even known about or even purchased, that just get lost in the Kickstarter mess. Or the crowdfunding mess, or GameFound mess, whatever. But yeah. It's a fun game, says Tiny. Tiny, there is no shortage of fun games, my friend. I'm learning that as I'm here every day. So many games, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't even touch that game. And then we sit down, we get explained to us. I'm like, damn, this game is actually fun and I want it now. Screw these guys, stop it. Like every demoer here knows how to explain a game and just make you go, oh, I need that in my life. And you just feel like I gotta have it. Like, wait till you talk to Kanji and he tells you what he bought here and how crazy. Yeah, they got him. Like this place got into his head, and he's weak, my friends. He's weak. No, I'm just joking. I was there too. When I went to my first few, I was filling up my car and couldn't stop. Like I couldn't stop. I felt like I had to buy everything. I was like, I don't see this in Canada. I'm never gonna get this again. This is a one-time thing. Oh, you have a promo for this here? Well, I gotta get it. I just have to get it. I have so many like little dumb games that I bought just because they demoed well or they look cool on a table or they had a promo or a deal or a sale. You buy this together, we give you this game for free, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yes, 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 yes. And you're just lugging bags of games home. A lot of people are doing that. You see them like wheeling bags, giant backpacks, like just carrying bags everywhere. Like, yeah, lots of sales going on here. Lots of selling and buying, transactions all over the place. It's really cool. Joseph, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello, Joseph. Julian, hello. I don't have a big car, no, but it's big enough. Like, yeah, we definitely, Yeah, I definitely like. I installed like a smaller gas tank, and we hide stuff in the wheels and stuff. Like basically like how drug smugglers like hollow out the car and make compartments to hide drugs to get over the border and stuff like that. We do that, but we do it for board games. That's how we get all that stuff home, like roof racks and stuff. All that deal. I'm just kidding. Hauser's asking, does Thunderworks have anything new for role-player adventures? I'll be honest. Thunderworks games, somebody said they were here.
They are here.
I saw Root, the role-playing game, but that's at a different company's booth, I think. But I can't... No, not Root, sorry. I'm blanking, not Root, sorry. Wow, I am tired. Role-player, though.
Mm-hmm. Role-player's here.
I didn't see it, though. I don't remember seeing it. It must be near a booth that I keep... So what happens is you walk down the aisle here, and sometimes I'll go in the same aisle multiple times, and the same booth will make me turn my head and look at stuff. And if your booth is on the opposite side of that, I can't look two ways at once, and I keep moving because the sea of people is pushing you and moving, and it's hard to stop, and sometimes you can't get in the booths because they're so packed. And then I just keep walking. And then I go down that aisle again, and I do the same thing from a different angle, and I'm looking at the same booth, and I'll miss that other booth on the other side of the aisle. Happens every year. And then I'm watching in my videos later, or my filming, or someone else's walk through the hall, and I'm like, oh my God, I never even saw that booth. I was in that aisle 4 times. I never saw their booth. Either A, they had a crowd around it I couldn't see, or I was doing something else, or filming something else, or talking to someone else. Yeah, it happens a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah, I just walked by their booth, so I can't tell you if they had anything new, but...
Maybe I did see. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe I looked and just saw games we've already played and just wrote it out of my head, and I'm looking for new stuff.
It's not a big booth.
Oh, okay. Thunderworks. Oh, I did. Cartographers. I saw cartographers on a table, and I saw those maps. I saw the maps on a shelf. I did see it, but I didn't really look at it because I didn't care about any of that stuff. I did see it. I remember this now. I remember seeing cartographers on a table. Yeah. But I didn't go in the booth, obviously. So that's something we could do tomorrow.
Yeah, we can check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, I still want to go in there and look at a few booths if we have some time. Yeah, maybe I can go check it out. Interesting. Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's big here. Like, if you go look at the exhibit hall map and how many exhibitors are here, and how the hall is not laid out like in perfect aisles and everything, it gets confusing. You get turned around in there very easy, and you get super distracted. It's like distractions everywhere. It's hard to like just walk down aisles and stay focused. Like, I've been to work conventions, like, meetings and things at conventions where you have like vendors, but everything's like organized perfect. Like, all the booths are almost the same size. The aisles are all nice and wide. They all go like, up and down. You can just do the aisles like a supermarket.
Yep.
That's not that here. Picture like you go into a supermarket, like the aisle at your grocery store, and all of a sudden the aisle just ends. And then starts going to the right or left 3 aisles, and then you can kind of go up those aisles and then kind of get back to the original aisle. It does that a lot. And sometimes you can go through those booths. Sometimes those booths have a wall and you just can't. So then like you're trying to go down an aisle to find a booth you're looking for, but then that aisle ends and then starts again after a whole bunch of other booths that crisscross. It's like a very bad layout, but it's like they kind of designed it that way, I think, so you just get like kind of lost in there and see things, and I'm sure those booths that cover multiple aisles cost extra, because even if you're just walking, sometimes you just kind of stumble into the booth.
Right.
And normally you might have walked by their booth, but now their booth's in your way, so you have to walk in. And then they have it coming up to you and going like, hey, you want to demo our game? Hey, did you see our deal? Hey, have you played our game? Hey, have you seen this game? Look, we have these plushies. We have these plushies, these add-ons. Look at these promo cards. We got promo cards. You buy $70, you get a promo card for free. Yeah, there's lots of salesmen here. It's fun. Or salespeople, I should say. No, Julian's asking, I might have missed you talking about it, but did you look at the Avalon Hill booth or Hero Quest stuff? No, I haven't. I don't know where Avalon Hill's booth is. I don't think I saw it. I don't know if it's in the exhibit hall, but somebody was mentioning, and I did see on the screen behind us, up on those screens here in Lucas Oil Stadium, there was an advertisement for, I think, Heroscape. Maybe it was Hero Quest. I'm getting confused, but one of them by Avalon Hill. Are you thinking Heroscape? But anyways, I get confused. I don't play either of those games, so I have no idea. I have no desire to play either of those games, but I know people love them. I know there's a nostalgic connection to those games. But yeah, I don't care about either of them. I'll be honest. Oh, HeroScape is here. I thought so. I thought I saw it. Okay. Somebody commented on a thing asking me where HeroScape was here. I was like, I thought they were crazy until like half hour ago. I saw it on the screen and I'm like, oh my God, I feel bad. Like I didn't know, but I didn't know where it was, so I couldn't even like answer. But maybe it was you, Julian, that asked. I don't even know. I don't think so though, but. They need to advertise it as a dating weekend to meet a future board gaming spouse.
They do have like a dance, and don't they have like a singles?
They have a singles thing. They have speed dating.
Speed dating.
They do have even if you just want to find friends to hang out with at the con, like you're coming here by yourself or with just a friend and you guys are kind of nervous. On the day before the con really starts on Wednesday, they have something called the Stink, which I learned about. It's like kind of a free event, but you can go and mingle with people and you'll meet people that are like volunteers and people helping with the con. And you just get to hang out and play games and drink and like just mingle with people before the con gets started, and people can like share stories or hang out together. And then there are people that meet, become friends, and spend the whole con together, and then start meeting every year after that and make traditions and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Very nice.
And also they have, you mentioned the dance. Mm-hmm. They also have in the board game library, in the open gaming area also, there's an open gaming area in the Marriott Hotel in one of the big ballrooms, but they have it so even if you're looking for maybe not just a spouse, but someone to play with, you could bring your game or get a game out from the library, sit down at a table and put a little cone or a flag on your table that says, looking for another player, or I need a player to teach me this game. And people walking around will come and help and teach you, and you could meet people that way. There's also just demoing, there's like AEG's Big Night Game Night I did it one time, where it's just a bunch of volunteers demoing AEG's new games, but you can just show up there and they'll just pair you with random people and you can meet people from all around the world and just play board games all night with them at an event. So if you want to find other people to game with, they could eventually become your spouse or your friend or whatever, but there is ways to meet people who love gaming here. They are everywhere.
Yep.
People, I just walk through halls going to the washroom, people are like, excuse me, we need one more person. Do you want to come and learn this game with us? It happens every year. And it's really cool. People are like super welcoming and stuff, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, spouse, friend, whatever, they're here. You'll find somebody. I promise you, they're here. And there's the Discord and the forums and stuff. So even all year round, you can talk to people who are planning for Gen Con, looking forward to Gen Con, and like maybe even come and meet some people and stuff who are into the same games as you and stuff. I've met lots of people just playing in tournaments and stuff. You just like, you're on your break, you start talking to someone random and you're just like, where are you from? What are you doing? And then you like can connect and that. And then you kind of see them every year, or, and you start talking online later and stuff like that. It's fun.
Anthony says, hi guys, been watching your Sword and Sorcery playthroughs. Has helped me a lot with my own. Love you guys. Hope you're having a great time at Gen Con. Thank
Anthony,
you so much.
Thank you so much for the kind words.
Thank you.
One more day. I did see they have the Sword and Sorcery expansion stuff here. I don't know if it's out in retail yet, but I showed Mel. She said, like, looked at me like, you're gonna buy more stuff? And I'm like, I don't want to, but I want to. But yeah, they have the Ancient Chronicles, like the next 3 box things that are here, and they look like they're there to purchase. So, yeah. But again, they could be already out at retail. I don't even know. But
yeah, I'm not sure yet.
It's the first time I've seen them in the wild, but they are here. Blunt says, hey, Rob and Mel. Justine says hi.
Hi, Justine.
Justine, hello. Anthony says, oh no, take my money now.
Tiny says, bye, bye, bye.
No. No, we have too many games to play right now. And Sword and Sorcery is fine to go back to later. Like we did that with the first series where we played just the base game. And then we're like, that was awesome. We'll think about it later. And we were wanting to come back, but we just had other games to play. And like literally 1 year later, we bought the expansions and whatever and played through them. And it was so fun still. We continued right where we left off. We had the same characters, same abilities, everything. We just saved them all up in baggies or whatever. So it could totally happen with Ancient Chronicles. I'm just not going to rush that right now. We'll do other stuff, but we should be able to get those expansions at some point in the future. Maybe, we'll see. But I'm not going to rush it. We played it, it's awesome. I'm down to play more eventually, we'll see. But it's here. If you're at Gen Con, you should be able to grab it. That means it's probably showing up at retail soon if it's not already, which is neat. And that was at the Ares Games booth, 614 or 641 or something.
Something like that.
I don't remember all the booth numbers, but it's somewhere around there. All right.
That is all the questions we have
Yeah.
so far.
I don't know. I think we should wrap it up in a couple minutes here. Julian asks, you feel like there is a game of the con, or keep hearing about for a specific one? There is. Okay. I know My Father's Work. People are hyped about that before. That's sold out. We were possibly going to get a review copy, but then they ran out, so we couldn't get one from here. Maybe we'll get one later. We'll see. But we couldn't buy one. We were too slow to buy one. That's for sure. But there was a chance we could got a review one. But we'll see if that's going to happen. I don't know if it will, and I don't know when it actually hits retail and stuff. I don't know if it's just the buzz of the con that it's one of the cooler games that was actually for sale here. If I'll care about it in a few months when it's like available, if I'll want it, I don't know. But it looked really cool though, and I was really interested when we were doing our research. But people are talking about that quite a bit, being an awesome game. We heard that one a few times over the weekend. I'm trying to think what I've been seeing played, or like people buzzing about. One booth that was super busy, I noticed people were like gathered around to play this thing, was the Evergreen, I think it's called. It was a game with like a white box, like a plant on the cover. It was on, we talked about it probably on that list real quickly.
Yep.
Part of that whole theme of nature and, you know, all that stuff. I think it's Evergreen. It looked hopping. Their booth was hopping. I don't know what it was, but people cared a lot about it. It seemed. Maybe it's just they had a small booth, so it looked more packed than it was. But every time I went by, I'm like, Mel, there's a crowd. Look at this. Why are they gathered? What is this game that they're all like into? I couldn't see because there's so many people crowded in this booth watching this game or whatever.
I would probably say the same for the Oathsworn as
Oathsworn,
well. There's always a lineup there. People,
a lot of buzz.
A lot of buzz around there.
Yeah, Shadowborn Games booth was always people demoing, people waiting to demo, people lined up to demo, people put their name on lists to ask about it, and they just have a tiny booth, but it was like crowded in that aisle every day we walked by. What else?
Roxley's booth was always busy.
Roxley's booth, yes.
Yes,
they
always
had
very busy.
The Radlands, the Dice Throne, Marvel Dice Throne, regular Dice Throne. They were at piles of it, and then we go by and their piles are low. And then the next day they had big piles of it, and people are just lining up and cashing out and buying big boxes.
Very busy there.
Hundreds of dollars spent. I mean, maybe we did the same. I don't know, but yeah, we definitely.
Stay tuned to our haul video to find out.
Stay tuned when we talk about the games we bought, but. Their booth was hopping every time we walked by, and it's right on a corner, so we passed it a lot to go between the dealer hall and the gaming hall. They were in a really good spot that people just have to walk by and see it. It was always there was like tons of transactions, like always cashing, piles going down.
Those are the ones that stand out to me.
But the games that people are talking about, I'm trying to think like. I know the Great Western Trail one, they sold out of that expansion for the second edition, and a lot of people are asking about the new like Argentina one. Whenever I went by there was like crowds lined up talking about it and asking about it, and people buying Great Western Trail second edition even was here for those that haven't found it, or maybe don't have it in Canada because it's not out till the fall because they F'd that one up. I don't know what they did, but yeah, that seemed like a pretty popular game that lots of people are buying and walking around with. I'm trying to think. There was the eBay's booth. I found out they had a line up there every day, and they were selling a board game. They have a board game called eBay, Hurry Up and Buy or something like that. And I saw people lined up and buying that game, buying multiple copies. I saw people with it in their hand. I saw people with it in their bags. Mm-hmm. I saw people with them on tables. I don't know what the hell it was. It's probably like a cheesy, mass markety kind of game, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's awesome. But people were buying the crap out of it. I don't know if there was buzz about it or someone played it or there's a review online or I don't know why. Or maybe there's a coupon in the coupon book. Maybe all that's what it was. Maybe there's a coupon in the coupon book, you know? But yeah, lots of people were buying that and I don't know what it was. I wanted to just out of curiosity, but I didn't want to wait in the line for it. It's like, no thanks. But
yeah, maybe we need to Google it tonight. Some information on it.
But yeah, it was weird. I was like, what? They have a board game they're pushing too? Like, what is this? I don't know. Yeah, we did get Core Quest. Mm-hmm. Yes, Anthony, we got Core Quest. So that had a ton of likes on the BGG hotness, or no, the BGG
Gen Con preview?
Gen Con preview. Okay, that had a ton of likes, right? So I emailed them beforehand thinking it's going to sell out. And I said, hey, we're coming to the con. Sometimes we can't get to the booth fast enough. I would love to feature your game on the channel. Can you put one aside for us? Maybe even a press copy, whatever. And they said, sorry, we can't. We spent so much money on getting them to Gen Con, flying them over, which a lot of publishers do. That's a normal thing. that they needed to try to recoup their costs. And I went, okay, but that's like kind of like your marketing costs. Like, you know, you got to spend money to make money, right? But they were like, sorry, this is we got to sell them. But when we went to their booth, they had a pile. Nobody was around buying them. Every time I walk by, there's piles of them. Nobody buying them. I have not seen anyone with it in their hand or bag or playing it or talking about it.
No.
It does, yeah, that was just a pre-hype or just the like clicks. That could have been one where the publisher literally told their family, their friends, their grandma. They went down to the bingo hall, told everyone, click the like button on this BGG page for us. I don't know, but there was some shadow fake hype about that game. Because that happens sometimes, I notice, where people hype up a game and you think that this game's going to sell out and everyone's going to grab it, and then you go to the booth and they just have piles and they're just crickets and they're picking their ass and nobody's buying the game. Nobody's talking about the game. Nobody cares about the game. But it's just like fake marketing, fake hype, like, and that game I think was one of them. And yes, it's just a family weight dungeon crawler. Yeah, maybe it's not for the market that's here, but the fact that enough people went on and liked it on that to make it like the second or third most liked thing, and I just thought it was cute.
Yeah,
I don't expect much from it. But yeah, to be like, no, like it's, you know, we're going to sell it all and all this stuff. It's like, no, they're definitely bringing hundreds back with them, unfortunately. And that's too bad that they're going to lose money on that, but oh well. But yeah, so that one was weird. This Red Cathedral too, this one expansion everyone was all hyped about. I went by the booth. Didn't seem that busy. There was people staring at it on the table.
Which game, sorry?
Red Cathedral and that expansion. That was the #1 most liked thing.
Yep.
I don't know if they just sold out and then nobody cared, but I went by that booth like 3 times over the weekend. There's no crowds there. There's nobody there. The demo's just sitting on the table. You can just look at it. It's just sitting there. I don't know. What the hell is Red Cathedral? I know nothing about it, but supposedly that's the most excited thing was an expansion for that game on that website. This is why I always rant that like BGG stats are so easily skewed. That website, yes, millions use it, but how many people are actually clicking and rating things and like buttons and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's a small hardcore. It does not take much for a publisher to send out an email to an email list to say, hey, fans of our game, just go rate our game or like our game. And that shoots the game up into the top 100. That shoots the game up on the hotness list. That shoots the game up on the board game preview. But then you come and see the game or you talk about the game, or 2 weeks later you look at the real people who actually play the game, and it's like the buzz is not there, the hype's not there. It was all fake. That website is easily manipulated. Never trust the stuff on there too much, but yeah, that's just at least my opinion. I like, you know, that's what I think. But anyways, what else? What else was like super high on that list that I don't know? Like maybe they sold out, but it was just weird. Oh, Septima did look pretty cool. We didn't demo it. It was on a table. They asked us if we want to sit down and demo it, but we were on our way to somewhere else. That is one we could demo if we could have time. But it looked freaking beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a table presence game. And it was right beside that Perseverance on the table. Both those games looked like, I don't know what was going on. They looked in like an insane mess of things on the table, because I don't know how either of those games really play. But just looking at them was like, oh my God, I can see why people were gathering around and wanting to play and stuff like that, wanting to buy those games or back them or whatever. Because they look nice. Like there's a lot to them, right?
Yeah.
They look deep and fun. But yeah, we didn't play that one.
But maybe tomorrow if we have time.
But it does look, yeah, it's tiny. It does look cool. That, no doubt about that. Mm-hmm. No doubt about that. Look beautiful. Oh, Anthony just got Arcane Portal, been playing Immortal Souls. Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Man, those are fun. Oh, yeah, those are good. Is it gonna rain right now? Is that what I'm seeing out there?
I think so. I don't know if it's like the sun going down or rain. I'm not sure.
No, maybe it's the sun. I don't know, but it looks really gray out. And the other night it like poured. When it started looking like this, if we had board games, they would have been done, even like with shrink wrap and all.
Yeah.
Because it poured. But I think we should probably wrap this up and try to get our stuff to the car before we get soaked on. Because I don't want to wait it out. And we're stuck here for hours. I don't know. But We don't have rain jackets or ponchos or nothing, so we would get soaked.
We do not.
And we have to walk outside for like probably 10 minutes or so to get to our car. So
Yeah, we parked farther than normal.
I don't need my camera equipment and my stuff getting destroyed. But yeah, I want to stream tomorrow if we can. So anyways, thank you all for hanging out with us today. I appreciate it. I'm going to go be sad while we have, I can count the hours left in Gen Con. It's sad. We've been having fun with Kanji, Stacy, and Janet and gang. It's been fun. It has been fun. Meeting people, of course. We'll stream tomorrow if we can. But we won't have a hotel to do a wrap up in. Maybe near the end of the con we can get on some Wi-Fi in the last like hour of the con or so.
Yeah.
And maybe do a stream tomorrow actually before the con ends if we are not stuck somewhere. Because we do have to stay here till right when it closes, even actually a bit after it closes before we can leave. So yeah, we might do a stream like just hanging out like this tomorrow, just wrapping things up. But it's a shorter day tomorrow, so there could be a bunch to talk about, but maybe not much. But we will do one when we get home. We'll do like kind of a recap, haul. We'll talk about what we got. We'll get back on the good quality, internet connections and all that kind of stuff. And more than just the one camera shot, we can dive into some of these games and look at them and talk about them. But yeah, and we got some footage. I like to edit some videos together if I can, and we post some stuff from the weekend. We'll see what I can figure out from what I capture. I just did lots of videos, so we'll see what actually looks good, what's worth putting together. But lots of games. We got lots of games, I feel, that we can feature on the channel, and like I'm assuming all of them. There's like a couple maybe we play and are like, but most of them it's like, yeah, they seem pretty cool, what we played and what we demoed and stuff. So look forward to that. Yep, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm sad to leave, but I'm excited like all the stuff we're bringing back for the channel and things to play and new things to dig into and the discovery aspect of that.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's sad. It's gonna be another year of Gen Con. But again, we haven't been here in 3 years, so it's like it's special this year for me to be back. Because I wasn't sure if I'd ever be back. The last Gen Con we hit was right when I like left my career to switch to board game streaming full time and stuff and doing videos. And I wasn't sure I'd be ever to afford coming back to Gen Con. So this is the first one. Like it worked out. Like thank you for your support, everybody, to allow us to be able to do this and make it happen again. And thank you for the government for allowing us to cross the border without having to jump through hoops. I appreciate that. But anyways, yes, thank you for all your support. Thanks for subscribing, clicking the like button, sharing videos, supporting us through clicking the join button down below or over on Patreon or the super chats, all that stuff. It all helped us get here to Gen Con, get down here and all that, cover the costs and things, and buy some of the games to bring back for you guys. So we do appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do it if we didn't have the funds, of course, because I'm not going into debt for this stuff. So yeah, thanks for helping us with that, being able to save up to do this stuff. So yeah, we'll be back, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow on stream or not. If we don't, we'll see you when we're back home, and we'll talk about more and watch for some videos. Subscribe, turn on notifications so you get notified when we go live again. And you can hang out for that or check out the videos. But yeah, thanks for being here in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana at Gen Con. A few hundred feet from the gaming floor down on the football field here behind us. This is one of the coolest things. I feel like I'm one of those NFL casters,
Yeah.
All right, Tom. So what do you think of that play during the first half there? Well, he had a great speed. Here, let's go to the replay screen here and talk about this. All right, back to our sponsor. Okay. So yeah, I feel like that. That's what I tried to set up. I forgot to mention that earlier. I hopefully gave that vibe of sitting in front of the game behind us. But anyways. Oh my God. I'm rambling. I need to go to bed. Actually, I need to eat dinner and then go to bed or get home or something. I don't know. But I'm losing it. Thank you. You guys are awesome. And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. And we awkwardly wait while I try to end the stream.